Okay. And we are back. Okay. And we're back. Um, for anybody that was watching, I don't know what happened. Guys, as you could probably expect from me, my computer is like it's like steam powered. Like it's so old. Um, Sometimes it just crashes out like out of nowhere. So welcome back to part two. Welcome back to part two. Okay, so now we're gonna do Libra. I hope everybody finds their way back. So, um, okay, okay, Libra. We were pulling cards for you. Hey, Elaine. Elaine, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to see you today. Yeah, my computer's really, really old. My desktop computer. Um, Eventually, I'd like to get a new one. Um, so okay, Libra. Let's get the chat open too. Okay. And Adam did call, or Adam reached out, so we'll see if we can get him back on. Okay, great. Let's get one more card because we did get a card out for Libra. For anybody who's just tuning into the stream for the first time today, we are doing all signs. We are looking at your hidden strengths, secret powers, and hidden potential that the universe wants you to know about to help you um, elevate to your best self. So, could I get one more card? Perfect. All right, Libra. Wouldn't be a Libra reading if only air energy didn't come out for you. So, um anyway, okay. Libra, first card out for you, Queen of Swords. Such beautiful energy. Your hidden strength is, I mean, the Queen of Swords has so many strengths, so many strengths. Um, I mean, the one that's really speaking to me about you is your discernment when it comes to other people. Um, okay, Maddie. Um, I mean, it's really your ability to one use your experiences that you've lived through. Quite a few really difficult ones at that. And using that to like as lessons, not to make you ever more cynical towards other people. I mean, you're still always so open to receiving people, hearing them out. Um, but you're extremely discerning and people like respect what you have to say. People come towards you correct. Um, I mean, you're honest. That's so clear. This probably is not a hidden strength, but you definitely are very kind of funny. You have good personality. Hey, Delia, great to see you. Oh, you missed so much. You missed so much. I had to reboot a second live stream, so this is part two. Um, we did like 3 hours, and my computer just like crashed out out of nowhere because it's really old. It's really old. So we are just doing air signs right now. Hey, Minnie. Um, yeah, we're doing air signs. We're finding out what our secret powers and hidden strengths are that the universe wants us to know about. Um, And I'd love to pull some cards on you two, Minnie and Delia. Um, so right now we're doing Libra. So Libra, this is such your energy. Um, I really love this queen. She's so complex. She's experienced. Spirit wants you to know that maybe you're not really stepping into like your your full power as far as your ability to like speak your truth um and use your discernment. I think maybe you overlook your discernment at times because you certainly have all the experience already. Hey Pam. Yeah, my computer like literally had a seizure. I mean it's literally steam powered. It's so old. Sometimes it just dies, like it just shuts off. So we're back though. We're back. Um, so Libra, really beautiful energy. Um, your other like real strength that you have, which is, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see this. Four of Swords. Can everybody see this? It's your ability to, one, like prepare yourself for any endeavor that you have ahead of you. It's also your ability to be contemplative of yourself and others, like be pensive when you need to, and it pairs really well with this queen. For any Libras out there, this is no secret power that, I mean, you already know about it. I mean, your perseverance. I mean, the queen has lived through like betrayal, loss after loss, heartbreak, deception. I mean, this is somebody who's been backstabbed more times than she can count, but it never really like it never turns her heart black. She just uses it like as lessons. And she's still so open to receiving people, hearing people out. She's very fair. Um, but she always speaks the truth. Um, whether it's what people want to hear or not. And she doesn't do it from a malicious place ever because she's a queen. So yeah, Pam, it was 82 degrees here. It's still really warm. Um, but yeah, this is really beautiful energy, Libra. Really step into your queen energy. I feel like you really need to be more discerning of who you receive, who you let in your life. Um, something tells me that you really have been blocking this out for a while. But I mean, you are a queen. You're in queen energy, whether you want to be or not. Whether you know you are or not. I think this is an energy of something that you've been accessing recently, like contemplative energy. But this is really beautiful. Okay, so um, I have to timestamp Gemini on the last reading, on the last show. All right, so let's do Aquarius. And I can pull some cards for anyone, and then we'll try to get Adam on. All right, Aquarius. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Delia, it's probably like the last couple of minutes, the Gemini stream on the last, on part one. Visco Pro, nice to meet you. Great to have you. I think you're new. Where are you chatting with us from? I'm Stefan, by the way. Thanks for finding the show. I'd be happy to pull some cards for you. We're just gonna do Aquarius real quick. Okay, Spirit. Aquarius, Moon Rising. Let us know what are some of Aquarius's unlocked strengths, potential gifts to really help them step into their higher selves. Absolutely, Delia. Visco Pro, we do free phone readings too. So if you'd like a phone reading, um, usually we can spend a lot more time. Chat questions I keep pretty brief. Um, okay. Oh, cool. Which yeah, so we're gonna do Delia's questions after Aquarius, then I'm happy to pull a card or two for you. Crystal, how are you today? How's your weekend going? Roa, how are you doing? Okay. Aquarius. Universe, what can we tell Aquarius that they may not know about themselves? Okay. Okay. Mm. Again with this energy. And for everybody who just watched the Libra, I am using a new deck. When I happen to show you a card that came out for Libra's energy, I don't know if somebody has Libra and Aquarius in their chart. That would actually make sense. Um, oh my gosh. All right, Aquarius. First card out, Four of Swords, just showed up in the Libra reading when I used the other deck. You have a real ability that stands out from others. To really go within, look within yourself, be contemplative, um, and objective too. Being objective um of decisions you're making, being objective of your choices and how they affect other people. This is something that you know you have. Perhaps you're not really accessing it the way you can. This tells me that you always really know what's right for you, um, whether you're aware of that or not. You know, all the cards we're pulling today, guys, are things that are within us that we might be aware of, but we don't really access to their full potential, to our full potential. Um, this is such beautiful energy. Ten of Pentacles. Um, guys, this is a card of affluence, like permanence, um, like wealth, family. I think one of your skills, like your inherent strengths, is your ability to be so solid, um, and I mean, really be part of like like a healthy family dynamic. You're very good with money. You attract money. You're somebody who is driven, successful. You're somebody who knows how to build. If you don't already have it, you will attract and build like material permanence. This isn't a windfall. This isn't like windfall. This is like permanent, like material, um, like abundance in your life. Like this could be like a generational wealth card. Um, And I think that you really know how to access deep inside you all the elements in a way that helps you build this kind of permanence. The Ten of Pentacles is like really the most significant card in Minor Arcana. It holds the energy of all the cards in it, so it's really beautiful. Wow, Mary! Oh, hi, Mary. Nice to meet you. That's so funny. The Libra reading, this card showed up too. Yeah, it's great to have you here. I'm Stefan. I think you're new. Where are you chatting with us from? We're finding out what our hidden strengths and potentials are today between chat questions and calls. So, really beautiful, Aquarius. Oh, cool. I used to live in the South for a long time. I'm in New York. Thanks for finding the channel. We just started about a month and a half ago. So, okay, Delia, let's pull some cards for you. Oh, okay. All right, Spirit. What does Delia need to know about her hidden strengths, hidden superpowers that she's always secretly had that she might not be accessing? And guys, really when I'm channeling these messages, I think the intention is really how we can apply this to all aspects of our lives, hopefully, like with relationships, with our job, um, with how we exist in our world. um because we all hold personal power and strengths that I think we're born with, and we might feel them, like feel that energy in fleeting moments. No doubt when we do and we step into it for a moment, we've all felt the power of it, like the effect. It's probably like a really kind of like elated, like an elating feeling. um but it those these these gifts, these abilities, they come and go if we don't really step into them and like nurture them and especially appreciate them. So sure, Visco, no problem. I If I can answer it, I will. I don't answer questions about like when things are going to happen though, because I kind of think that's bullshit, excuse my language. um okay. All right. Universe, what can we tell my lovely, beautiful friend from Utah, Delia, about herself? I will pull one card for that too, Delia. Hmm. Love this for you. Wow, Delia. So abundant. So abundant. These are the two cards that came out for you for like your secret powers, your strengths. You got the Queen of Pentacles, and you got the Nine of Pentacles. It's so lovely. Um, I mean, a big thing with your strengths and powers that really make you magnetic. I mean, you're so nurturing. Um, I know you're young. You're going to be such a great parent one day if that's something you want to do. Um, I mean, despite how young you are, you seem to really always have both of your feet planted. Like you're very grounded, and I don't think that aspect is secret at all to you. Um, I think something that maybe you can improve on um, is how resourceful you are. I think you're a lot more resourceful than you realize. Like you can make things work whether you have a lot or you have a little bit. I think you don't fully step into the power um, of how much you can get done on your own without others or without needing someone else. Um, and really how abundant you are. Like this is somebody who really like things just bloom around them. I mean, you're so nurturing. It's really beautiful, and people definitely feel like they can trust you, which is really nice energy. Um, the next card out, Nine of Pentacles, so much Earth energy for you. It's really beautiful. Um, I think something that the universe wants you to know about some of these kind of unlock like these potentials that you haven't fully unlocked yet. It's so funny. I mean, I just mentioned about like really really acknowledging how resourceful you can be. This is such a strong message, and it's going to bring in so much financial abundance when you get older. Or I mean, you know, when you're in a place to do that on your own. Um, this is again a card of being self-reliant, discipline. Um, you know, your strength potentially that has not been like fully accessed is your ability to really be disciplined um, and focused and self-reliant on something that is important to you, something that you want to see like make happen, come to pass in your life, like a goal, whatever it is. Like you know, if you decide that you want to move, like having the discipline and like the trust in yourself to know that you are resourceful enough and like you have everything you need to really bring in like serious abundance into your life. This is such a strong message. If you really tap into like your power there, um, I mean, there's so much pentacle energy. It's gonna bring you a lot of like material success and abundance. But you really need to step into being grounded all the time, um, and never stop being nurturing to others, even people who don't seem like they deserve it. Um, you know, usually like people who are hurt or who might like seem a little rough on you know rough around the edges, those are the people who need like that nurturing the most. um you know, and it's um yeah, so really beautiful. um and let's get one more card for what you don't see coming. What does Delia not see coming? Oof. Why, spirit? Wow, Delia, I feel like you're gonna this is like very interesting this showed up for you. Like and it's speaking directly to like these these like strengths that you need to fully step into. Nine of Swords showed up, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. I think you're gonna really like be fighting yourself a little bit on again like kind of being disciplined and really committing to something. It might be hard for you to feel like fully commit to something. That's not really. I mean, that's a strong message. I know it's not like. I know this isn't like a a happy message. Um, we're gonna pull another card for you because I can't leave you on that note. Just watch yourself. Now that this is coming out, if you start getting in your own head about something, about like your commitment to something, catch it. Like, be aware of it, catch it. Um, what's coming in for May? Oh boy, interesting. I think you have somebody new coming in, Delia, or perhaps somebody re-emerging. It's Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Kind of feels like somebody from your past. I'm sorry, I know. I know. I'm trying to channel like very soon, like like near slash immediate future. Um, you have like some page energy coming towards you. Um, this actually doesn't feel that bad. This is somebody who's actually like pretty fun. Pretty very smart too. Um, doesn't have to be air energy. I'm not getting it. I don't know if it's new or not. I feel like this card showed up for you when we did a reading on the phone. Um, can I get one more card for Paige? Let's see if I can get a strong message. Okay. Is this, you know, this person? This is what came out. Hmm. What do they want? What are their intentions? Okay. You know, Delia, I'm getting a. I'm not. I wouldn't tell you with certainty it's somebody you know, but I will tell you with certainty that they have some kind of tie to your community or your like friend group, friend of friend, something like that. What this person wants, this is what came out. This is actually really. I mean, they want you. They want to like they want it all with you. The world is beautiful energy. It's also tied to finances too, but it's like reaping rewards, completion of something. This person wants you, or they will. Um, you may or may not know them, but it's like it could be a friend or of a friend or something, but it's not. I'm not getting that energy actually at all from this page. Um, this person is somebody who likes to like learn. They might be a little. This isn't like a super mature person, which I'm sure isn't like a hot take to you because I know you're very young. Um, but like this is somebody who is very smart, very intelligent. Funny enough, Delia, this is somebody who, you know what? I actually think this might be somebody really nice potentially for you. The a thing with the Page of Swords is they are so smart and intelligent. Um, but because of their like because they're a page, sometimes they have a hard time directing it to the right, like channeling that like all of that create like all that intelligence and ideas and enthusiasm into the right things like productively. Kind of funny that it came out with this. This is the exact type of energy this like an upright Page of Swords needs because they are not somebody who's particularly grounded. Um, but I mean the energy I'm picking up on, this is a good, you know, definitely has their flaws. Um, but this isn't a bad person. This like and they're actually probably pretty like they have like a good sense of humor too. They're very witty and kind of unpredictable. Like call it, and I'm using a word that I heard last night, mercurial. Kind of like um you don't like they keep you on your toes in a good way. Like unpredictable in a positive way. But I think you guys might make a nice couple because this person could really use somebody grounded who's like resourceful and can like channel ideas like in a grounded way. That's what this person needs to really up their game. But great energy from this card. The cups came, the three of cups. I mean, it's a card of community and friendship. I don't know if you know this person. You might not, but they it's somebody attached to your community or friends. So, hey JB, nice to meet you, man. Okay. For anybody new, thank you so much for tuning in. Those were good messages. But again, stop focusing on someone new. This person will come in. Focus on you, okay? Be in that boss energy, girl. I'm telling you, if you really take yourself seriously, Delia, you're gonna make money. You're gonna like really step into like a good energy of making money and like being abundant. The Queen of Pentacles is so abundant. Um and she's very generous. But it's all about like personal power, being disciplined. And this is telling me again, it's something that's gonna be front and center for you, staying committed to that. But I can tell you when you get in that energy, that's when you get the people. That's when you get your person. When you're grounded, when you're operating like from your own space, that's when somebody comes in. Okay? You can't use other people to ground you. It has to come from you. Remember, at the end of the day, nobody can, even the best person can't, we have to fill up our own cup before we can get it filled up by someone else or fill someone else's cup. We can't, it's unhealthy to look for happiness through others. It has to come from ourselves first, which I know is tough when we're feeling lonely. But if you don't really step into that first, it can very quickly turn into like a codependent or like unhealthy attachment style where you feel like anxious and like reliant on somebody, and then a great relationship's not going to work. But this is good. This is soon. This feels like soon. This person. So I don't think this is somebody you dated, Delia. This isn't like an ex popping up. I don't think. So born in Texas, Mary. Cool. Yes, Fiscal Pro. What's your question? Love you, Delia. Actually, you know what? For everybody, Pam and Christy, I don't know if you guys know this. Esmeralda, my first live stream day ever, the first day ever that I live streamed, Delia was like I think she was like the second caller I ever had on the show. Um, so we go way back. I don't know. I mean, Page of Page of Swords is air sign energy, but I don't really prescribe to that unless it's very, very obvious to me. Um, I just feel like that's a dangerous game. And what I don't want you to do is like when Prince Charming shows up and he's a Capricorn, for you to say no, Stefan said it was a Libra, and then you like tell him to kick rocks. But um they will, like the way that I like to connect to it, I think is more helpful than you holding on to a sign or like seeing what sign they are, is um the way that they conduct themselves. Like the page is somebody who might keep you on your toes, who again is like unpredictable but kind of in a fun way. Somebody who's very intelligent, might be a little reckless. Um like those are some of the qualities that they're going to be maybe showing you, but they want the world with you. That's really great energy. So okay, Visco Pro, I'd be happy to pull cards on that. How does PJ feel about you? And thanks for joining, by the way, all the way from India. And then we could do some other chat questions too. Sure, double A. Actually, you know what? After we do Visco Pro, we're gonna do Maria, because Maria, you've been here for a while. Actually, funny enough, the my past girlfriend that I was talking about with Michelle, that I was with for 10 years, she's actually Norwegian. Maria, her her father was born in Norway. He's from a town called Boo. Do you know about it? It's like I'm saying it wrong. Bud. It's like a really small fishing town. Have you heard of it? I want to go to Norway so bad. Okay. Let's pull some cards for Visco Pro. Then we're gonna do Maria. And then I think we're gonna switch back over to doing some of the general signs, and we'll take calls. I really want to make sure we get through all the general signs today, and I always prioritize um, my phone readings. And if anyone is nice and it's not something that I hang my hat on. If somebody's nice enough to donate, I always will prioritize doing their chat question because it's really appreciated when I get a donation. But I do need to do all the signs um, for everybody who watches the videos after we live stream. So let's pull some cards for Visco Pro. And if anybody would ever like a private reading off air, um, just connect with me through my email or on Instagram. I offer those. They're only $40. But I don't really put a time limit on it. We could video chat. We could do a phone call. I do have Cash App actually, double A. I didn't even consider that. Do you want me to give it to you? And that's really nice of you to ask. Um, Cash App. I don't even know how I. Great. Um, let's see. So it's my name. Um, Now everybody can Google me. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's Stefan, Stefan, M, and then my last name, Zungoli, Zungoli. You know what? I'll actually post it in the video description right now too. I'll include a link. So, um, and thank you. That's very generous. Yeah. I'll do that now. Delia, great to see you. Okay. All right. Live stream. Here we go. Double A, are you on Instagram? I can send it to you on Instagram too. So hash app. There we go. Okay, back to it. All right, Visco Pro. Yeah, and thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, for anybody new, I started this channel like a month and a half ago, so I really appreciate everybody's support. Um, I wanted to, try to do something nice for everybody and, try to help other people with not really any expectation um, of making money and profiting. We don't all have extra money um, for things like this. I mean, some people don't have extra money for food. Um, and for anybody in the US, it's not, um, health insurance isn't particularly easy to pay for or procure here, especially for mental health services. So that's really why I started this channel. Like one of the biggest things I learned from all the people that come on the show is how many different cultures don't approve of like therapy, talking to somebody licensed, which is crazy to me. Um, okay, Visco Pro, how does PJ feel about you? Hmm. What? Why? Why spirit? Are you with this person, Visco Pro? Are you with this person, or are you in separation from them? Because I'm getting a couple messages, and I just want to make sure I'm giving you the right ones. Bye, Delia. Are you still with us, Visco Pro? So you're dating. Okay. First card out is Judgment. This is so if you said that you guys were broke up, I would tell you that he feels like it's like he's kind of accepting things as like that it's over. But in the context of you guys dating, I think he feels like a spiritual tie to you. Like he was meant to meet you. Um Judgment's also a card of karma, in a lot of ways. Um I'm getting some interesting messages. Visco Pro, I'm having a little bit I'm just gonna tell you all the messages I'm getting. They might be a little all over the place. Just maybe take what applies. I know you're new here. I'm not a psychic, and I'm not going to like pretend I see something if I don't. And also, I think it's a little tough sometimes to channel really clear messages for people through chat. Or at least that's just not how I can get the strongest messages. But um, next card out is Six of Pentacles. Um, this could tell me that he sees the relationship as either balanced or he's somebody who's very charitable with you and others. Um, why this card, Spirit? A lot of people like him. Absolutely, double A. Thank you. I think a lot of people compete for this guy, Visco Pro. The Five of Wands came out. Funny enough, this card actually physically looks like it's been in a fight. um, what's his future actions? Hmm, that's nice energy. Temperance came out, Sagittarius energy. This tells me that I think he might see something like balanced and harmonious with you. It's a beautiful card. It might take a little bit though, because this is a card of divine timing. So that's also telling me that let it develop naturally. You know, I know if this guy, he doesn't, this actually seems like a pretty, I get good energy from this guy, even if there's a lot of people competing for him. This is just like a friend tip from Stefan, and I promise you it's sound advice. This guy probably gets a lot of fake people trying to like compete for him, compete for his time, his affection. Don't be one of these people. Like be yourself. Think about how many people probably try to like be clingy with him or like fake. Like he still has to earn you, okay? It doesn't matter how successful, how much money he makes. Just remember that. Like it's about valuing yourself, and it's a real strong power to be in, and it's extremely attractive. Like he, as much as you might want to be with him, like be confident. He has to earn you still. It's not just a one-way street, okay? Where you have to earn him. So, like, you know, take it slow, let it develop, let it develop naturally. No, exactly, Christy, know your worth. Like, there's, you know, when I talk about boundaries, guys, boundaries aren't just with toxic people. Like, you can have boundaries in like with like somebody like this. Like it's just about not being like, you don't always have to play, like you don't always have to people please and jump through hoops for people, you know? Like if he asks you last second to do something, like it's okay to say no. You can't say, I'm actually kind of busy, but thanks for thinking of me, let's get together soon. Like, you know, I really don't advocate ever for playing games because it's not healthy. And sometimes it can be effective with broken people when you try to play like those mind games. But is that really a person you want? No. So, but it's okay to, like, again, like you could play a little hard to get in like a healthy, fun, kind of sexy way. Like make him earn you, make him prove himself to you. And it'll probably be something fresh and new for him too, because you know, a guy like this who feels like he might be able to have whoever he wants because of his position if he's a director, that's not always fun for people, especially like that. People who are like respectable characters, because I don't get bad energy from this guy, um, who have people thrown at them. When you don't do that, it stands out to people. So, but I think you guys could really have something. It might take a little bit to develop, but that's a good thing. And again, moderation is an element of temperance, which kind of speaks to what I was saying. Be balanced within yourself. Be authentic, but divine timing is a big thing with this. So yeah. And this guy, because the scale is popping out to me, this GoPro, which tells me that even if this is somebody who has a lot of bread and gives a lot, it doesn't mean, just because somebody has a lot of money and they're charitable, it doesn't mean that someone inherently doesn't value and appreciate something that feels balanced. That's a really strong message. If anything, that kind of speaks to you maybe standing out from the rest. Like, and it could be something sweet, but like a heartfelt gesture. Like if you guys go out for tea or coffee or something, like you pay for it. Like it'll actually probably like warm his heart a little bit because he's probably always with people who expect him to like pay for things because he has money, which is really gross. A lot of people, I feel bad for good people who do have money. You know, like it means a lot. Like I dated somebody who didn't even try to ever make an effort ever to like show any sort of balance. And again, balance to me, it's not like splitting things 50-50. It's really like somebody who cares to put in the effort. Like if you have a lot of money and somebody doesn't, but like they buy you dinner one night, like that actually means so much to me. Like that means a lot more. You know, so do something like that. That'll actually kind of catch his eye, I think. I'm feeling really strong about that advice to you. Like stand out from the rest. You don't need to compete with basic bitches. Excuse my language. But I hope that was helpful, Visco. Hey, let's be friends on Instagram. I'd love to talk to you again. Let me know let me know how the that advice works out. I think you should like small gesture. You guys hang out. Spend a tiny bit of money on him on like offer to pay or like pay for something. Like small. Like it well, whatever you can afford, but I think it'll speak to him a lot. It'll make him feel like you're not superficial. Which is something that people appreciate who have money. Um, okay. Okay, Double A, you still with us? I'd love to thank you so much for the donation. Do you have do you mind if I ask what your name is and where you're chatting with us from? Yeah, thank you so much. That was really kind of you to send $10. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Visco Pro. Such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. Just remember what I said, okay? It's really important. You ended a connection 2 years ago, but still feel his energy around me. Hmm. Isn't that a pain in the ass, Double A? A shield. Oh, you're in New York? Cool. I'm in New York too. I'm by Hudson, New York, in Columbia County, if you know where that is. It's kind of by Kingston. Sheila, I know what you mean. Um, yeah. People lingering in your energy is tough. Can I ask you if I'm gonna pull some cards for you. But guys, by the way, I hate chat questions. Well, I don't hate chat questions. I want to give you good advice, and I get very sucked into this stuff. So I always have a million questions. Is this somebody that you still have some feelings for? And just please be honest, because it's, one, nobody knows you, and two, we can't really figure anything out if you're not honest with yourself. Do you have feelings for them at all? Yeah, that's another thing, Christy. That helps. Good, Visco Pro. Be a Visco Pro. Like, be present with them. Like, obviously, you want to make sure that he knows that you like him. I'm sure he does. It's okay to be a little aloof. Like, you don't have to. It's okay to show that he's not the center of your world. Like, he doesn't revolve, like, the sun doesn't revolve around him in your world. Because that's another thing, so, like, yeah, I like you. Like, yeah, I see a future with you. Like, I don't need you. Like, I have my own life. You do? Okay. Um, they might be picking up on that. Have you talked to them recently? Just a friendly tip, Double A, because we all do it, like, out of bad habits, or I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. Or I stopped doing it a very long time ago. If you're trying to move on from someone, like, one, I know this is stupid but pretty straight obvious advice. Don't see what they're up to on social media. If you need to, block them as a way for you to like protect yourself from like those worst impulse moments at like 2 a.m. where you want to go on their Instagram page. Block them, delete their number. That's the first thing. If you're really trying to energetically like cut from them, because it's frustrating when you keep, I know what you mean, it's very frustrating when you're trying to move on. Give yourself the opportunities to move on by doing that. And something that I do, and I think what Christy was talking about, Ashiel, like something that helps me is like at night in the past, you know, before you go to sleep, just take a second to just meditate. You take a couple deep breaths in and just kind of imagine you pulling all your energy back as you're breathing in, all the energy in the world that's yours that doesn't belong out there. And then when you exhale and breathe out, release all the energy in your space that isn't yours. Sometimes even imagine yourself cutting a cord with someone, like cutting the cord as you breathe out, opening your eyes, and then shift your perspective to thinking about something else. Sometimes even starting with like taking a moment to meditate and manifest, like speak into existence what you want. Like being grateful, speaking about being grateful as though you already have it. You know, I'm grateful for the love you brought into my life. I'm grateful that you've brought people into my life that mean me well. I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm grateful for all my abundance. Um, Things like that. That's like a really powerful way to manifest, and it also makes you feel really good and whole. Obviously, it takes time. It takes, you know, it, guys. It's like when you go to the gym once. Nobody gets ripped going to the gym once a month. You gotta. It takes some discipline and practice. Um, you know, and it takes commitment. But first, again, you need to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Double A. Let's pull some cards for you. But like, if you actually want them back and you want to reach out to them, that's different. So you need to be truthful with what you actually want. Okay, really proud of you, Shield. That's like a really healthy thing to do, and I've been there. It's tough when you're really sexually attracted to somebody, but you know they're not good for you. So let's pull some cards for you. I'm not gonna even see what their feelings for you are, because it sounds like you know your worth, and that wouldn't be helpful. Because they do probably think about you. It feels like. I mean, guys, that's how it works. Somebody keeps popping in your head 2 years later, it's because they're thinking about you. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna use a new deck. It takes a really long time, Ashiel. And listen, I understand. Like the worst is when you don't even have feelings for someone anymore, and you move on. Like you actually have moved on, and you still feel people in your energy because they won't let you go. Like which is kind of like a selfish thing. Um, it's usually unhealthy on their end. Yeah, that's right, everybody. Pam and Christy are my in-house chat therapists here on the White Dog channel. You never slept together? Okay. Okay, that's fair. I think that's good. And it sounds like you made that clear and you're standing on business. And when you do that, I know sometimes we hope people like kind of coalesce to it and like it wakes them up. I know what you mean. It's like you put your best foot forward, you speak like from a healthy place, which you did. And I know that we hope that it's received well, and it can be disappointing when it isn't. But I always say, when you speak your truth like you did, like in a real way, like not from a place of anger or pettiness, and you detach from the outcome, that's really when things will start improve for you. Um, because if somebody can't, if like you speak clearly and they don't receive it well, that's, they just did you a favor, you know? Um, and something tells me that you didn't really have a very demanding set of asks for this person. So let them be someone else's problem. Let's see what's coming in new for you. Hey, Moonchild. And thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate that. $10 donation means a lot to me. I know. Well, my schedule's been a little crazy this week. It's going to go back to the normal schedule, guys, next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And truthfully, guys, just because this is, I've only been doing this since like February 1st. If I do ever miss a day or I'm late, it's because I'm trying to listen to my body. Like pulling energy for 5 hours, it takes a lot on me. It takes a lot out of me. Even when I try to properly cleanse after, I mean, I've been empathic even before I picked up a tarot deck. So sometimes it really affects my ability to sleep. So, and I can't be my best self for you guys or give you guys clear, grounded advice if I'm like, faded or like exhausted. So okay, interesting. First card out. I mean, this can't be more clear speaking to it. I think we're gonna pull up quite a few cards for you, Ashiel. This is kind of speaking to your situation. I think that you like this person. I think you just feel disappointed, pretty clearly about what happened between you. But there's also a nice message that this isn't like things are hopeless. There's two cups behind you, meaning that one, I think that there's something in your energy that you might not even acknowledge yet. Like it's like, it's like, is the cup half empty or half full? Um, and this tells me that there's something around you soon that's good that you just might not have even seen because you might be a little too focused on this situation, which I get. But sometimes when we're kind of like in one of those weird headspaces, it's like we almost like have blinders on. We don't even see like somebody like checking us out. Like we can just completely miss things that are right around us, or opportunities with people. What else is we got here? Oh my gosh, so funny. I love tarot, Ashiel. Next card out, my friend. Two of Cups. Something that I actually find interesting too. Look at the cups behind this person. There's two of them. Two cups here. This is somebody new. That's so funny. Once you finally just turn around, open your eyes up, you got somebody, this is somebody new coming in. This is somebody new that you haven't met. This is Gemini energy. And you know what's actually really funny, Ashiel? One thing that I've said this quite a bit when this card comes out, and it speaks so much to what you said, which I find very poignant. If you notice these two people and the way the cups are, Ashiel, do you see that? Perfectly balanced. You're talking about how it felt unbalanced. This is a perfectly balanced relationship, union. Also speaks to somebody that you feel like a real tight friendship with, like, which I suspect might be important to you because it seems like you're pretty selective about who you sleep with, which I respect. Oh, that's funny. Ashil, this couldn't be more clear. This couldn't be more clear. Look what came out. You got the Knight of Cups. This is a love offer coming towards you. This is a love offer coming towards you. This is somebody who's going to be very open about how they feel about you. Somebody who's not going to play games. I'm kind of saying this in jest, like in a cute way. Because some people who have never really been doted over, like when you only have people who are like emotionally unavailable, or like distant, or like in and out, you know, sometimes it almost feels good when like this guy, it's almost like he might be doting over you in a way where like it's like personal boundaries. Like this is somebody who's gonna give you, like he's pouring wine in your cup and he's locking eyes with you, like very passionately, like so much where like the wine just spills over the cup. Like this somebody's gonna overflow your cup. Which is really funny. They're gonna make their feelings known for you. Like this is somebody that you're gonna meet, you're gonna, like it's gonna feel like very friendly and nice, and they're gonna make their feelings known to you very clearly, which is beautiful. Where in New York City are you? Do you ever come up this way, by the way? Do you know, are you familiar with where I live in Hudson? A lot of my pretty much all my neighbors, my close friends, they're all from New York. Like they all have second houses up here next to me. Um, they live in the city as well. Yeah. This the Knight of Cups does not play games. You're never gonna have to second guess what he's thinking. I could promise you that. Um, he can be a little overly emotional. I would be remiss to tell you that it could potentially be a water sign. Ashil, we pulled 3 cards. It's all cup energy, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe they have a Gemini placement. Um, if this person is not a water sign, they certainly have water in their chart, or they're just very in touch with their emotions and their feelings. Cool. Wow. This is the last card I pulled for you, dude. I think we'll leave it here. There's no need for any. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Talk about a good reading. I mean, this is something new. This is the most significant ace in my opinion. This is, I mean, the ace in just kind of a broader context is about like a card of trust, like material force. So like something tied to like an abundant new opportunity with money. It's really beautiful. This is great. But just remember, we have free will. Guys, like it always starts with us. I know I keep sounding like a broken record. If we lock ourselves in our apartment and draw the shades and like play the victim and just want to like put the highlight reel together of how much we miss somebody that we shouldn't even be with, you're going to miss this stuff. It starts with looking at the other cups and opportunities that you have. And again, Ashil, I'm saying this from like as a friend from my heart space. One, feel good about yourself that you were open and set boundaries with this person. Would like be proud of yourself. But I feel like you weren't ready for. It's like you had the strength to do it, but you weren't ready for the implications of your strength and what that meant. It's like you were trying to do it, like focused on only getting one outcome. like you can't stand on business in a healthy way with somebody and then miss them or keep like having feelings for them and thinking about them when they basically like, I mean, when you are open like that with somebody and they're like, no, 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 no. Like boundaries, like balanced relationship, no thank you. Like, why would you want to be like that's the universe trying to say like, hey, we're proud of you. I'm clearing this guy the hell this or this girl right out of your life for you. We're ushering him like on a one-way ticket like the hell out of your life. Let him be someone else's problem. Um like don't you have no reason why would you want to have feelings for this guy? That to me that's so insulting when you like put what you want on the table and they're like, "Oh, no thank you." Especially when it sounds like you like it was just about boundaries like and like a more something more balanced. Um Again, speak your truth. Detach from the outcome with people. It's so important. That's how we clear people out and make room for like new, really good things. Um, because that's how we learn what's meant for us. Even though it hurts, and I know we want people to do right by us when we're trying to do right by ourselves. I know it takes time. And I know it's disappointing. I've lived through it. Okay? I've lived through it too. Like stepping into my power, speaking my truth, praying that someone's gonna just get their shit together and just do the right thing. And it's so disappointing when somebody doesn't. People are really toxic. I want to share something with you about like what happened to me. And it really hurt me. It took a while it took a while for me to heal from it. And because it took me so long to actually like again have boundaries, stand in my power with somebody that I really had love for, who was a bless her, because I think there's a good person who knows the difference between right and wrong somewhere deep down in there. Um, I think I think she's just so lost at sea. But like, I mean, I set up boundaries after I found out what she did, like, or like the things that she did to me behind my back. Um, and I was hoping that she would show me, like afterward, after I set boundaries, like that she actually cared about me in a sincere way by doing like showing me like walking the walk. And she was so toxic. You know what she did? She literally jumped into a relationship 2 days after she told me she loved me, she wanted to marry me. And it's because she's used to dealing with other people where she can make people jealous. Like she's used to dealing with toxic people and like she doesn't know how to have a healthy relationship. So she thought she was like teaching me a lesson and making me jealous by jumping into a relationship with somebody she shouldn't even care about. Um, and guess what? Um, I guess she had me confused for someone else that she dated in the past. Because to me, that's really unattractive. Um, and I really wish her well, you know? I mean, she taught me a lot about myself. I mean, she's somebody that I wouldn't really want to have a friendship with because she did the most to me, the most, um, the most. Um, but I do wish her well. So she does not, Christy. And that really hurt me too, you know? Um, but we can't fix people. That was like my MO. I was like just a magnet for like stunningly beautiful, completely broken, emotionally unavailable women who have lived through more trauma in their life than really I could ever comprehend. But you know, we either grow from our trauma or we use it as an excuse to just be broken and not and like, you know, use it as an excuse that we are the way we are. So, um, some people have to learn the lessons. She was a lesson for me. I'm sure it was a lesson for her. Um, so anyway, yeah, it's super codependent. It's really toxic. And it also made me realize like you don't even know what love is. Somebody who says they love you, they want to marry, one that's just gaslighting and love bombing at its finest. Which I didn't even know what like love bombing was like 8 months ago. I know that sounds naive, but I never experienced it. And I also was like very romantic and I would fall in love quick because I don't have a lot of relationships. And I also expected everybody that I was dating to just automatically have the same values as me, like when it comes to like integrity, honesty, being truthful. And again, that's like that Queen of Swords energy. You need to be discerning of other people. Um, anyway, um, Ashil, I hope that was helpful. Um, hey, sometimes you gotta kiss a couple frogs, you know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, I don't know if you use the dating apps, Ashil. Um, guys, and for anybody watching who doesn't live in New York, because I'm sure all of us have explored like the dating apps, like Tinder. By the way, Ashil, my really close friend who lives across the street, who lives in New York City too. He actually met his wife on Tinder, and they're like happily married. They're like the best, which is actually really kind of cute. But for anybody watching, like, I mean, I don't live in like a super remote area. It's kind of hard to explain when you have a dating app like Tinder and you live in a place where it's like 3 square miles, like millions of people. There's so many people on the app. So it like the Ashil's point, it's kind of like um it's a blessing and a curse. You have a lot of opportunities to meet so many different people, beautiful people, but also an equal amount of really horrible people who are liars. So it's tough. Truthfully, that's actually why I don't like living in cities anymore. Particularly why I never live in New York City. There's just too many people, too much energy. It's exhausting. I mean, you can feel like a ghost when you're surrounded by people. And I like dogs and trees, I think, more than concrete. So, yeah. Hey, you got somebody coming in. Use your discernment about this person. Ashil, if you didn't hear me say this before to someone else, to Delia, this doesn't have to be a water sign, but one, you're gonna feel like this person wants to be your friend and be open with you, and two, they're gonna be emotionally available and like they're not gonna be cagey about stuff. So that's like maybe the green flag that this could be the right person for you, or that person showing up in their reading. To me, that's what I look for more than saying, "Hey, it's gonna be a water sign." So if that's helpful, that could be an indication, like a synchronicity, because that's what you guys have to look for. We got to follow the signs and synchronicities. That means we're on walking the right timeline. Um, what time is it? Ugh, I'm so bad at doing the general the general readings. We just did air signs in like 4 hours. Um, that's a healthy approach. I mean, when we're gonna be with somebody for a while, that fun new dating spark always wears off. So at the end of the day, you want to be with somebody that you like being around. Friendship's really important. Um, And I mean, not everybody has like an endless reserve of sexual energy like I do. So some people, when they get older, they don't, you don't have as much sex as you used to. And like friendship to me, it's so important. You're gonna spend every day with somebody. You want to do it with somebody that you like traveling with, that you get along with. And again, you don't have to be exactly like somebody. Um, Different things are what make things fun, and it's what enhances our life. Like I'm not somebody who feels like I need to like listen to the exact same music as some. I mean, you want to feel like you connect on certain things, or just being completely different than someone, but feeling like a real soul tie, an emotional connection that you can't explain. So you sure did, Pam. Um, you sure did. Um, so does anybody want? I'd be happy to do chat question. Um, let's see. Ashil, I just realized I think the Knicks played at Madison Square Garden tonight. Okay. Any chat questions? Let me check Instagram. And thank you guys all so much. Okay, let's get. Yeah, they are. Hey, it takes time to find the right person, but again, I'll say this till the sun comes home, and I'm seeing it like materialize in my life. When we're not finding something we're looking for, there's always a reason, okay? There's always a reason. So it always starts with us doing right by ourselves. Like, the universe is not going to bring in your dream person into your life just so they can watch you fuck it up. Excuse my language. And that, I think everybody understands what I mean by that. You have to be healed. You have to be in a place where, like, you're acknowledging toxic things about yourself, like you're acknowledging your ability to be happy on your own. It's one thing to be single for a year and to constantly be looking for a relationship and never finding it. It's another to be single for a year, inherently happy with what you have, like knowing how to make yourself happy and opening yourself up to someone else that can enhance your life. That's how you bring in that soulmate. So, maybe something needs to change. I mean, Ashil, that first card, and I love you. You seem like a great person. This again always comes from like me trying to be a friend. I'm here to do the tough love thing. Um, Listen, if I'm gonna be openly critical with you guys, I will always be equally critical on myself because I'm far from perfect. That first card told me that you're still holding on to something that doesn't belong to you. Like you're not focusing on, like you might be focusing on meeting new people. Spirit's not going to let you meet somebody right for you if you're still thinking about this other person from 2 years ago. You're going to fuck it up. I'm sorry I keep using profanity, guys. Sometimes I feel like it hits home a little bit easier. The point gets made. But I hope that resonates. You got to let that person go. Disconnect with them, what Christy and I said. Take a moment, some breaths later, before bed, sit upright, somewhere calm, energetically detach from them, block them for yourself, okay? Don't give yourself a chance to like wanna see what they're up to, because it doesn't matter. Ashil, they're ruining someone else's life. That person is waking up to another man or a woman. No, let me rephrase that. Some woman is waking up next to that guy moderately unsatisfied every day, probably for the rest of their life. So just remember that. You dodge that bullet. Somebody who can't be balanced in a relationship is probably not going to be very fun to sleep with every day. Just saying. Absolutely. Well, use your discernment. Ask the right questions. I remember I went on a date with this girl and I asked her what her core values were, which I think kind of threw her off. I feel like it's a fair question. And the only thing she could say was being in shape. I was like, all right, so you just need me to maintain my six pack. That's the only thing that matters to you for the rest of your life. Okay, good to know. Always be upfront with people. Those are important questions to ask. And they don't have to match with yours. To me, I want to know that somebody knows what those are. That's more important. Like, they could really be anything. But when you ask somebody, like, hey, what are your core values in a relationship? Like, what's important to you? And they can't even answer the damn question? Fucking red flag. That means they don't even know what they want or what's important to them. But again, you need to be able to answer that for yourself first. That goes for everybody. And trust me, I did not even think about that a while ago. You know how like that clicked for me? I had someone ask me that, and like afterward, like later that night, I couldn't even like I was up all night. I was like, I don't even think I know what mine are. It's an easy thing to overlook, you know. We think we know what we want, but a lot of times we don't. So to me, as if someone knows inherently what's important to them, that's great. Okay? Because we all want different things. And then we from there figure out if it's something that's like going to be a good fit. But okay. You know what? Alicia, are you still with us? I see that you messaged me on Instagram. Thank you. Probably not. That was a while ago. We'll get Alicia back on soon, unless she's here. Yeah. Takes time. Do what you got to do to energetically cut ties from them. Um, Usually, Pam and I were talking about this. Usually, if you have dreams about somebody, whether you have feelings or not, it generally means I interpret that as there's some kind of unfinished business with them. Not that you have to go like resolve in person, but like maybe there's something that needs to be healed within yourself about that person, like forgiving them. Um, there's something there. So, I would be happy to do some more chat questions. Um, Guys, I'm sorry. I got so many messages here. Who that? Are you still in the chat? Anyone else? Des, are you still with us? You still with us, Des? Well, I mean, you might get confirmation soon about that. Christy, why don't you just sit with that? Maybe it means something like he's looking to you for comfort, like you provide him an emotional comfort that he needs. Could mean that he's trying to manipulate your feelings. Um, or it could be something that's going to manifest in real life. You're so welcome, Ashish. And thank you so much for the donation. That really means a lot. I really appreciate it. A lot of people come on here, and not a lot of people are generous with the exchange. Not that I expect it, but it does mean a lot. So I really appreciate that, and I hope I was able to help. And if you ever want to reach out and chat, I'm always here. You can email me or you can connect with me on Instagram. And if anybody wants a reading off air, I do offer those too. So, hey, Des. Um, let's see. The vibe here's chill. Good. I mean, this is the Big Dog Energy Collective, so we do have pretty chill energy. Was I answering your question this whole time, Des? Did you mean kind of more like abstractly or literally? I'm happy to answer your question now, but I do, if what I said resonated with what you asked, great. I hope that happens to everybody who wanders into this strange hallway of ours. Where are you chatting with us from? And it's great to meet you. I'm Stefan. Um, so good to see all these new faces here. Okay, me too. Ugh. I can always tell when I'm having a dream that's meaningful, or yeah. I've been having, I mean, some of the messages that I get that are really strong. Um, I know it sounds weird, but I actually have dreams about tarot, guys. Like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know, it's like I'm like air in a room. It's like I'm not in my own body, but like there's like like I'm like I'm pulling cards in my dream. Um, I get such weird, strong messages, like visceral feelings, like from cards coming out in my dreams. And I usually wake up like I can't breathe. That's usually how I wake up. Like I'll shoot up, like wake up, like gasping for air. It's weird. Um. Anyway, all right. You're at the DMV, Hell's waiting room. Let's find out. And then we'll do who that. I think the DMV would. I feel like that's like purgatory in the 3D. Um, you know what? Let's see. Um, Des, this when I drop my deck, all the cards got mixed up. I usually don't do reversals, but I don't know, for some reason I feel like I shouldn't fix them. So I'm gonna pull cards for you. Um, if I get a reversal and I don't get a strong message, I might actually tap into my book a little bit if I need to. I usually don't, but I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling called to not fix the cards for this question. So um, let's see what I get. Wait, did I miss something? What's DMV area? Is that a region? You're not at like the Department of Motor Vehicles. Um, did I miss that? I everybody who knows me knows I'm bad with acronyms. If that stands for something else. Okay, so not the Department of Motor Vehicles. Can you enlighten me what the DMV area is? What region? Wait, I'm trying to think. Does anybody else know? Pam, what's the DMV? Okay, can we get some messages for Des? What's this person's name, Des? I'm trying to look. Shalom. Okay. Hmm. What are his intentions? His true intentions? Hmm. Do you want me to? Do I take that? Okay. One more. Okay. Des, very clear message. Well, it's like most human beings. A clear message that makes absolutely no sense, as people tend to do. Um, you most certainly will if you choose to open that door as far as sleeping with this person again. By the way, the way you said it, an intimate encounter? Absolutely. This is the card of victory. So yes. Um, True intentions. And again, this might be like just a compulsion. Like this might just be how this person is because they have issues. Like it doesn't mean that it's targeted specifically at you, like to be your plight or like to be your downfall to hurt you. But you got the page. See, this is why I knew I shouldn't have shuffled. Like you got the page of wands in reverse. This is an energy of somebody who's like unreliable, very hasty. So this is somebody who might like they act on again like impulse. Somebody flighty. This is somebody you can't count on. So if you just um if you're just looking to hook up with them, great. But be weary of any event of what's that saying? Over promising and under delivering, because that's what this energy strikes me as. Um this person's weird, Des. This feels like an energy that has trouble saving them from their self. Like what they inherently want and how they are tend to diverge, which is normal. This is actually like this could be like a weird attachment style. This person might want balance in their life, like want a balanced relationship, but they're just unable to provide that to anybody. It's kind of funny. I know it's not, it's your life, but hopefully we can laugh about people who don't know what the hell is going on inside their own head. What's the advice for Des? I don't think you need advice, Des. Like you just need to accept what you're getting into and be okay with that and not get disappointed when you get exactly what you sign up for. And that's like kind of like a general like sage Stefan advice, if you will. You got to be okay with what you sign up for with people. Um if okay, this is the advice. If you if you keep trying to relitigate this situation with this person, I don't really know what's going on. I have some ideas. Um Yes, I know. I've actually been to Israel. I went surfing there. Um, are you Israeli? I know some Hebrew. Okay, so it's shalom, not shalom. Um, Des, if you keep trying to open this door with this person, don't sleep with this person. Don't do it. That's that's not the tarot. Well, it is the tarot, but that's also just me. Don't sleep with this person. I mean, it looks like the sex might be okay. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. Like this person wouldn't fall in like your top two. Um, they're just unreliable. If you the advice is, you know what it's it's actually exactly what I said to you before the card came out. I love when that happens. Um, if you jump into this, you know what you're signing up for. Like the 10 of swords in reverse is like hanging on to the past and delayed endings. It's like literally unwinding cycles closing out. Not top two. See? I mean, might be a little bit of fire in there, but um yeah. Yeah, but again, all free will, my friend. The first card out was that, like, the victory card. You can absolutely, if you want, but just know what you're signing up for. Um, Person just doesn't seem worth it. And they showed up as a page too. So, and in reverse at that. um, but thank you. That was a fun. All right. I have to wait. I have to Google what the DMV is. Ah, District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia. Is that DMV? Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, she did? I missed it. Why are you laughing so hard, Pam? Sometimes I forget some of the things that I say. Guys, truthfully, if I was a little bit less honest, I would try to tell you that I'm channeling through spirit, but a lot of times I'm just channeling through Stefan, and I just channel the universe's messages to me when I pick up cards. So um Des, it's so nice to meet you. Yeah, we do a show every Thursday, Friday, Saturday here. And they're always different and equally entertaining. Hopefully, we have live callers on. It's really fun, and my readings are always free on my show. So, yeah, if anybody would like a private reading off air, I do offer those. And yeah, if you like what we're doing here, please feel free to donate. Um, we just started this channel like a month and a half ago, so we're getting there, and we're doing something different on this show. So, um, all right. Any other chat questions? Who that? Are you still here? And then I think we'll call it. I think the 5 hour mark is where I need to kind of put a pin in it. But yeah, so nice to meet you. And guys, just remember, like, and I really mean this. I know we get curious about people. Just listen. Tarot tells us a lot, and there's a ton of channels on YouTube that do tarot. A ton. Not everything that we watch and hear in tarot is helpful. And I hate to say that, but it's so, you guys know. Like, sometimes it's not productive to know certain things about people that just don't matter in your life. I know we get curious, we're human beings, and I know it feels good to have somebody like want us and stuff. And I know that if we get hurt by somebody, it's in some weird ways reassuring to know that they miss us or like feel bad about it. I get it. But um some of that shit can really again keep us in like reverse 10 of swords energy where it doesn't help us move forward in meaningful ways. And I always try to avoid going down those unhealthy rabbit holes because tarot I think is really meant to help us like discover like the depths of who we are, good and bad, so we can kind of live a path that's more aligned with like our proper timeline where we're emotionally filled, like up, we're happy. You know, we're not stuck in a relationship for 10 years with somebody who hasn't changed at all, you know? Significant growth and change, if it's not scary, then it's not real. Okay? Like big drastic changes in our lives where we have to really like take a leap of faith into something we don't understand fully but we feel. That's how we really make changes in our life. Big changes, like the right ones, and they always work out. Always. They always work out. Okay. Who that? Okay. So, all right. I don't think I even need to paraphrase or clarify. I think that seems pretty clear. Is that really what you're interested in? Have you just reached out to them? You just want to hook up with them? I don't want to pull a card on that. Is that really just reach out to them? I mean, don't take that the wrong way. I mean, I love you. I've been there a lot in the past, but you know, listen, I'm never the guy that's gonna judge anybody, ever. You know, I mean, guys, all the things that we hear about from people in the show, I hate to say it, I could run laps around all of the things that we hear on the show, things in my 20s. Be like the weirdest independent film you've ever watched. Um, with a lot of death. Um, you're so welcome, Michelle. You're so welcome. Of course, that's the least I can do. I mean, listen, again, it feels like bad intention to speak ill about other people, especially people I don't know, because there's so many good readers on YouTube. But truthfully, I think at least half of them, or like a lot of them that I see on the feed, I just unsubscribed from because it seems to be there is like some level of lack of honesty or thoughtfulness about like what they're using their gifts for, you know? Like I would never tell somebody what to do or like pull a yes or no card on like something really important in their life. Like it's like there needs to be like ethics to this. And I always try to do my readings grounded in like real life and reality. You have to. You know, if we don't change at all, like our dream person with like a check for $1 million isn't just going to show up on our doorstep. That's not how real life works. You know, like I don't need to tell you guys that. And when things aren't coming in for you, that's the universe telling you got to do something different. And sometimes we got to do something drastically different. Like in my case, quit my job where I was making over 6 figures to do this like for free. Like sometimes we need to make drastic changes to follow our life path. And sometimes they're little adjustments. Don't be scared of rejection. Hey, you know what, man? You miss 100% of the shots you never take. And that's not a Stefan quote. It's actually a Wayne Gretzky quote. But I love it. It's great. And it kind of makes me chuckle, but it's true. What are you so scared of? Having somebody tell you no? Listen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull one card for you for advice and that's it. I don't want to overstep because I don't know anything about you. but what I read, there's a lot I want to ask you about and say. Um, unless you really felt a soul connection with this person, usually two people, from my experience, and again, no judgments ever. Listen, we all date people that aren't right for us, and some of us get stuck in shitty marriages. Do I personally agree on like doing something deceptive behind someone's back? I don't. Okay? And moving forward, I hope that you don't either anymore, because it's bad karma. And people don't deserve that. If we're gonna make decisions, we always need to be accountable for them. Like if like we need to be accountable for things we do and mistakes we make. I cheated on my like a girlfriend a long time ago. Um, and I told her the next day, because to me, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Making a mistake is different than outwardly lying and deceiving somebody. So whatever that's worth. Okay, you reached out to him. Cut this guy loose. Unless you really felt something strong with this person. Hmm. What's this person's intention? I'm gonna pull one card for you. Um, who that? Do you have Instagram? You should shoot me a message. I think we should have you on. I think there's bigger things that we should look into, and I'd really like to get to know you better. But I'm getting a lot of messages, and I feel like maybe we're putting like the the proverbial universal cart before the horse with some things. Um, if you reached out and you didn't hear anything back, mhm, I think you have like some serious like transforming to do within yourself. That's the advice that came out. I don't think this person's. I'm actually interpreting them as this person on the bottom. Do you see that person? Let me wait for it to come in focus. I think that's somebody who's always going to ask and not give. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, listen, there's the difference between a real connection and someone manipulating our emotions and like deceiving us to make us feel like there's something there. Um, are you still married? Because a lot of times again, please don't take this the wrong way, because I really mean it from a place of love. Um, you know, a lot of times we try to like put it on someone else to fill like a void in us, right or wrong. I don't know how well you know this person. Like I don't know if you've known this person for a really long time. That's one thing. And again, I don't listen. These chat questions, there's listen. Life is so complex, and this is why I'm not arrogant enough to try to tell you what to do and presume to know your situation after interacting with you through chat for a few minutes. Okay, listen, I'm gonna just kind of shoot from the hip here, and I really would love to chat with you more at some other point, because I've been there. I can tell you that from my personal experience, um, like, and I've been through it, like where it's like something new after you're used to something really not like. Again, I don't know the dynamic of your relationship. You know how I feel about honesty, and I don't advocate for doing things for beyond people's backs and not being honest about it. But if you're in like a really long relationship and it's not great, you're not having sex, even somebody just medium that comes in that just shows you a tiny bit of, and I'm talking about myself. even somebody who's just average, not anything special, like maybe they're attractive, they come in, they show you a little bit of attention. Like after you've been with somebody who just doesn't appreciate you the fuck at all, like neglects your emotions, somebody you're not that doesn't like you're not sleeping with. Sometimes when somebody comes in, it shows us a little bit. When we're not healed, we latch onto that because it felt good, and we start to think like we start to think that's suddenly the person for us for the wrong reasons. That person, like, I get it. I used to desperately look for that, and I would be wrong. But you don't know this person at all. And I know when you sleep with somebody, like there's like a lot of energies that transfer, and it probably felt like new and exciting, and probably a little bit wrong. But if he hasn't talked to you, that guy's fucking lost, like more lost than you. If he hasn't answered you back, but again, I don't want to dig too deep into something that I don't that seems like there's a lot of nuances to. I have a lot of questions for you, but one, don't reach out to him again. Two, I think maybe you might this might be one way that you could realize like, hey, maybe I'm trying to look for like something that's missing in other people, and that's not true. You have everything you need within you already. I don't know if you're still married, but we need to like heal ourselves before we can be happy with someone else. And I say that a lot, but it's because we have new people on, and we're all always going through the same shit. You know, I know this is your first time here. I tell it to everybody new. We all everybody that finds the show, we all mirror each other's experiences, I believe. Like you guys are all extensions of me, just on different timelines. That's why I started the show, so I can try to catch us all up. Um, don't reach out to that person. And listen, this is not a reflection of you at all necessarily, because I don't know your dynamic. You're here, so I know you're supposed to be here, and you're with me. You're one of my people, okay? But like somebody like that potentially, I'm not talking about you because I know you should be here and you're meant to be. But this other person, like they cheated on their partner, they're not reaching out to you. That's probably not somebody that you can trust. Dishonesty and dishonor, and like what's the word? What's the word? Adultery. That shit doesn't happen in a vacuum usually. And if you don't know what I mean by that is, that's probably not somebody that you can push all your chips in with. That's gonna do right by you. But again, I don't know anything about what's going on with your situation, and I could be wrong, so I'm maybe speaking a little general. Yeah. Um, Message me on Instagram, okay? I'd love to have you back on the show next week. I'll be back Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Christy, I hope I'm not being too unhinged tonight. Um, Listen, I always try to come from like a place of love, guys. I always do. I've made so many mistakes in my life, so many. It's really nice to meet you. I don't think I asked where you were chatting with us from. And what's your name, by the way, or nickname? Since you know mine, I'm Stefan. And by the way, I do understand that not everybody's comfortable talking about things on my show, like on the phone. It's a personal preference. Personally, the idea of that is being vulnerable and open, and it can kind of set us free in some ways to do that, especially because nobody really knows you at the end of the day. But um, if you or anybody else would just prefer to not be on the show, and you want to like do an off air reading, I charge $40, and I don't put a time limit on it. I know a lot of readers charge like it's weird by the time. To me, I'm gonna stay on with you till we feel like where you and I need to be, like till we get the answers we need, and we could do a video chat, a phone chat. That goes for anybody. So I try to be really reasonable off air. Um, but Dawn, it's so great to meet you. I know you're probably feeling super confused. I can only presume that I mean, I've never been married, but I felt married. I was with somebody for like 9 or 10 years. I can only presume by you being here that you'll relate to me saying like, I know what it feels like to be in like a loveless long relationship where there's just like no passion left, and you just stop feeling like yourself. And like any interaction with anyone who shows you like a little bit of like what like someone's deprived you of for a long time, I get it feels so good, especially when you're like somebody who likes to like reciprocate emotions and feelings, you know? It's exhausting to give your put in a lot of effort with somebody and like just not get anything back. I get it. So, and I also get how it feels to it's confusing. Like when I like slept with somebody, like when we were on a short break, like I got like um rose colored glasses immediately. Like, I mean, seriously, Cupid might as well have shot me with a fucking arrow. I probably would have fallen in love with like a cat if, you know, the cat showed me affection. You know, it's just, yeah. Okay. That's okay. It actually sounds probably healthier than the other situation. Um, you know, I know it's tough. Being alone is it's tough. It can be. I mean, there's something kind of beautiful about being by yourself and, you know, makes me feel like I'm in like a 90s movie, you know, pain, struggle. But you definitely need a giant dog, Dawn. That's what I think. I think we probably need to dispense like half as many antidepressants in this country if everybody had a 130-pound dog of their own. Long and grueling, my healing process, and I still am. I haven't, you know, I'm not a finished product at all. It took months for me to get over like all the horrible things that the person that I was last with put me through, and I had to find out about it on my own. Like guys, the things that I found out about, it's like you couldn't even your mind would be blown. Um, and honestly, that's really how I felt so like connected to tarot and like spirit. I know you guys won't think I'm crazy because you'll watch tarot, but it's literally like the universe saved me from myself. Um, like the dreams and the messages that I had all came true about this person. It's like they were literally trying to show me who this person actually was because in hindsight, it was so clear that they were never going to be honest to this day. Um, you know, I mean, listen, I think narcissist gets thrown around like a little too loosely, so we should be careful about that. But and that's something that I am not like gun like trigger happy with using because that's like a really strong thing to say about someone. But yeah, like seriously, like um to the T. And I understand why. I mean, this person lived through a ton of trauma. Guys, more trauma than any of us combined. It made me cry when she first told me about what she went through. And it really shaped her to be a really, unfortunately, a bad person with bad character. And I really tried to help her, but anyway, it took forever, Ashiel. It took me like 6 months. Um, but I tried to do it right. I mean, I started healing really when I got into tarot. Like all that, I all that came out about my ex, or like I discovered it the same week that I almost died, got hit by a car. My dog died in my arms. Um, it was crazy. It was crazy. Um, it does, Christy. Yeah, whatever you need to do, help. Like allow yourself to feel pain. Allow yourself to feel hurt and disappointment. Like that's healthy. What's not healthy is to try to like forget about it and think that someone else is gonna fix your life, or like take everything away from you. You know? Oh, we love you, Dawn. Guys, send Dawn some love. Um, you're so welcome. We love you here. We're so happy to have you, Dawn. We really are. We really are. Don't worry. Things always get better. We need to do right by ourselves, you know? And if you care about something, like if something you're passionate about, don't be afraid to go after it. Don't, things that are important to you, don't let anybody take that from you. You know how many people stopped talking to me, like when I started doing this? Um, and I would say, hey, I'm doing like, I have a tarot channel. And the first thing they ask me is, well, how do you make money? And I said, I don't know. I didn't even consider that. Like sometimes you just have to do things that make you happy. Um, and that first feeling that we have about people and things, that's always the right one. It always is. Dawn, make sure you add me on Instagram. Let's stay in touch. I'd like to talk to you again soon. I really would. I'll send you a message tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we stream. And anybody can always email or call, or message me on Instagram. Um, hey, Joanna, nice to meet you. It sure does, Joanna. Thank you so much for saying that. By the way, it's nice to meet you. I think you're new. Oh, far from it, Joanna. Um, but I've actually said this many times on other shows, Dawn. I'm really glad Joanna said that, and I think it's of course fitting that she says the thing that needs to be said out of nowhere, because that's how this show always works with things. Tarot's great. There is no substitute. We don't always have to jump to the extreme with things. I'm not saying tarot's extreme. There's no substitute for therapy. Finding somebody who can actually help us. I'm not a therapist. I mean, I've lived through enough pain and trauma. I mean, to the last two lifetimes. Um, but we need to help ourselves before we can really do anything in our life of value that's going to make us happy. What song is that? Oh, thank you. Where are you chatting with us from? Joanna, funny enough, I think we're 5 hours in. I think we just did air signs today. It was just all free phone readings and chat questions, which is what we do on this show. Um, and you now occupy a special place in my heart because the first thing that you ever said on this channel was something that someone needed to hear. So that means a lot to me. And I'm Stefan, by the way. I'm here in New York. Yeah. Stay busy with purpose. Busying ourselves to busy ourselves is never productive. Do things with purpose. Always. Always. Um, Joanna, I just because you said such a beautiful thing, I feel like a sense of obligation to pull some cards for you before we end the show. Just because this is the fifth hour of streaming, and I kind of turn into like a pumpkin um after like 4 hours. Um, but I'd love to pull a card or two for you if you'd like. We've actually been finding out what our secret superpowers are. You guys give me energy, and I have an unnormal amount of energy for things. Um, and there's a lot of carryover to all that energy. So, um, but yeah, I am kind of getting a little tired. Um, hey, mini me. Um, and for anybody new, those are questions I don't answer. I don't know if you'll be rich by 30. I guess it depends on how committed and focused you are to something you care about. I don't need tarot to tell you it won't happen through a scratch off. You know, it's got to happen through manifestation and commitment. Because I'm not a psychic, and we have free will. Pam, why don't you take that one for me? And it's great to meet you, by the way. Thank you for being here. Um, I'll tell you how I view manifesting, and I've seen it materialize for me. You know, to me, manifestation, it starts with first really thinking about what we want, like what we truly want for ourselves, not just to be rich, because that's so general and it's comes from like not a sincere place. What do you want to do to be wealthy? Like, what's something that you're passionate about that can bring you in success in your life, mini me? You need to first figure out what it is that you really want. And then you need to imagine what it feels like to actually have it, what it would feel like and mean to you. Like, picture yourself with it, what it would feel like to your, like, for your life, for people around you. And then you need to believe and know that it will happen for you. That's the next thing. And listen, it's tough. You know, like the law of attraction. Listen, our whole ego fills us with self-limiting beliefs. So it's tough, but you need to inherently feel and know that it's going to happen. That's the first thing. The second part, and I want to say too, manifesting works the best when we're doing it from our heart space. When it's fueled by something that is like that we're passionate about, something that means something to us, something that like sparks our creativity and excitement and passion, and also comes from a place of good intention, like something like true and genuine, and good. um that's the first part. The second part is taking the steps to make it happen while always committing to that belief, like, and that mantra, that it can, will, and you know it's going to happen. But we can't just sit at home and watch tarot and hope and hope and hope we get a scratch off, or like wait for the mailman to drop us off a $10 million check. That's, and guys, listen, it took me a while to realize that too. Guys, we're all human beings. We live in a real world. We know how life works. It's real life. I absolutely believe in the power of manifesting. I absolutely know that it's real. I've seen it. Like, I've seen things manifest in my life once I figured that out. But if we just hope something's going to happen and we don't do anything about it, like we hope somebody's going to show up, when we won't even leave the house or try new things or open ourselves up to new opportunities, that's delusional. You know, like, manifesting best works when we align like our passion and desire and like things that like spark our life purpose, and we commit to it like unwaveringly. Because real like passions and like life purposes, you're gonna have people that oppose you, and if they don't, it probably isn't the right path for you. But then you have to do something about it. So instead of asking, do you think you'll be rich? Figure out what it is that makes you happy. And trust me, I'm 36. I just figured it out 6 months ago, and it's this. And I felt very, like, I felt lost for a very long time over it. I had like a real loss of self identity because it's so tied to what we do. I used to hate when people would ask me what I did, because that it's like we want to assign people's like human value to what they do for a job, and not everybody's lucky enough like to do something they're passionate about, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have to survive. If we have kids, you know, but I had a real loss of identity because of that. But you need to figure out what it is that you care about and what's exciting to you, because manifesting anything in life is hard if you don't feel like a purpose for it. I mean, it's so hard to really do things with like energy if you don't give a shit about what you're doing. You don't feel connected to it. And Mini-Me, I can tell you, somebody used to make a lot of money before I did this, like a lot. It didn't make me happy. Made me fucking miserable. I when I was working for like blood sucking like corporations, that's actually a really big thing for any fire signs. It's a big thing with the King of Wands. He only can operate when his passions align with his life purpose. And damn does he. That's why he can create anything. Absolutely, Joanna. I digress. You're a Leo, cool. Where are you chatting with us from? And it's great to meet you, by the way. I'm Stefan. Guys, I started this channel like a month and a half ago. And I left my corporate job to do this for free, because this felt like work that I needed to do for other people. You know, offer free readings. So, I didn't even think I'd have 50 subscribers, truthfully. It still blows my mind that people don't mind staring at me and listening to me. Ireland. All right. Love it. Well, great to have you. Okay, Joanna, let's pull some cards for you. And yeah, if you're new and you'd like, please feel free to like the channel. And if anybody'd like a private reading off air, I only charge $40. And we could spend as much time as you like together. But every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, um, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we have a live show. We have free phone calls into the show, free readings. It's really fun. It's always different. We get a lot of crazy people who are our type of crazy. Just, going through the same stuff. So, all right, Joanna, let's see what's going on for you. Joanna, I need you to pick a deck for me. Pick 1, 2, or 3. And then I think we're gonna call it after Joanna because I'm getting kind of faded. We're at 5.5 hours. Okay, good choice. Okay, okay. Spirit, what can we tell Joanna? Oh, congratulations on your YouTube channel. That's so exciting. Let's see what's coming towards you soon. 26 to 2027? I don't even think I've ever tried to project that far. I don't even think I know how to. Hold on. All right. Good night, Christy. Love you. Let's just get. I'm gonna just try to channel what I can about future, what's coming towards you, and some advice to help you get there. Yeah, time in tarot is so abstract, you know. So let's just we'll direct it at future. The near future could be 2 months. It could be a year and a half. That's we're like a 0.1 second on the timeline here of the universe. So, and then we'll try to get some advice to make it materialize for you. And then I'm going to pull one last card for you, Joanna, on your secret powers and hidden strengths that you don't know about that you can step into. There we go. Thank you, Mystic Sense. That's good advice there. Okay. All right. Joanna, where are you chatting with us from, by the way? Okay. Spirit, what's coming in towards Joanna? Can you show me some cards? What's coming into Johanna, your future? Oh, cool. I love Texas. I drove. I used to live in California, so I drove through Texas both times when I drove out there. Hmm. Interesting. I like it. What's your sign, by the way, Joanna? Hmm. Getting some interesting cards. Wow. Well, you are in Texas. Jay, this is actually gonna be the last reading of the day. We're gonna call it here. We're at 5.5 hours. Um, of course you are. I'm actually, well, I'm actually a triple water sign, if you can wrap your head around that. But I'm a Cancer sun with a double Scorpio, moon and rising. So I'm sure you have very lovely eyes as a Scorpio. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm turning into a pumpkin. We'll be back next week though, and if anybody wants a reading before Thursday, before our next live show, because we do it every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just email me or message me on Instagram. Can I get one more card? Beautiful. Okay, Jay, I got a little bit of like a timeline here for you, which looks great. Looks really great. So the first card, and this probably won't come as a surprise to you because you strike me as somebody who has like a pretty like good head on your shoulders and understands what it is to make things happen. First card is Ten of Wands. I love this card. I love tens. 10 is a number of like a cycle ending and beginning. It's a really significant card. What this tells me, and Jay, I don't know if you can see that little house in the background, which I'm kind of, I guess, metaphorically kind of, I don't know, I'm just tying it to whatever you were asking about, like success in the context of your of like a new channel. This tells me, and again, it won't be a surprise to you, but it maybe is just confirmation you need to hear. It's going to take a ton of work to get there, a ton of work, but it's not going to take as long as you think. And in some respect, you might just be on the precipice of being a lot closer than you think. Like this guy's carrying a lot. He's working his butt off. But do you see? He knows he's so close to being back home. He's so close to being home and being able to put all the wands down. So keep working. And then at some point, the next card out was Chariot. This is Cancer energy, by the way. Joanna, this is the fastest moving energy in the tarot. It's beautiful. It's major arcana. All really significant cards. 10 is such a significant card. It's like a new cycle closing out, ending. This is so beautiful. This is moving forward in confidence, in victory. Like it's being completely sure and confident in yourself, but like in a healthy way. Like it actually represents like the healthy part of our ego. But it's telling me that things are really going to start picking up quick, very fast. Like this is such fast moving energy. And if you keep putting the work in, like you keep really digging in, you have to work really hard. You have to manifest what you want, and really commit to it. Things are just going to keep moving, and you're going to just keep feeling like you're getting victories. Like things are going to move forward confidently. I don't really see anything that I'm worried about as far as like obstacles. And Joanna, I think you're going to meet someone else. Actually, Joanna, this actually could be you. It's, I need one more. This is heavy water energy. King of Cups. I can't tell if this is you or not. It actually feels like it is. It really does. The King of Cups is really a cool court card. He is like very emotionally intelligent, very creative. Like at one point may have struggled with like an addiction that he got under wraps, which I can relate to, trust me. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like a substance addiction. It could be anything. But this is somebody who like people like I bet you're the person that all your friends call when shit's going wrong in their life. You're everybody's rock. You don't even have to confirm that. I already know that about you. Like you are the person that everybody goes to, and you carry it. You carry everybody's shit. You tend to put other people's emotional needs before your own frequently, which I can also relate to. Even in the most turbulent fucking storms, you're solid, girl. Look, do you see that? Do you see how turbulent the water is? But he's just on this really solid concrete platform, both feet planted. You always have a good head on your shoulders, always. You're super diplomatic. You're very tolerant of other people too. That came through really strong. Like you just let them live their lives, and you also give people a lot of chances. like a lot. But I think eventually, when there's like a final coffin nail, like people, you're just deaded with people. Like your cutoff game is vicious after you give people chance after chance. Um, you know what you don't see coming? This is really interesting. Is that what? Is that real? Okay. Just got an interesting message. Joanna, this reading's crazy. This is such an strange reading. It's all major. This is so weird. It's significant. It's all major arcana with you showing up in your own reading, which is hilarious, and a 10. That's it. A 10 of wands, which is huge. Like a significant minor arcana, you showing up in your own reading, and like 3 of the most significant major arcana cards that could pop out. Again, we're projecting kind of loosely in the future, so something serious is going to happen. This new like energetic push of being able to carry, like, and by the way, this 10 of wands is also speaking to your character too. What we were saying about you carry a lot of people's weight. Like it's just gonna, I don't know, it's like you're not gonna get tired. Like this new energy that you found towards something that you're passionate about, which is what I was just speaking about earlier. Like manifesting, it starts with finding our, like, what we're truly passionate about, that's in alignment with like our life purpose. That's really how you make shit happen. It's just going to give you like this unreasonable amount of energy, a lot of water energy. This is Cancer energy. I think you're going to have like a personal moment at some point that's either going to feel divinely guided, or like you're going to feel like you're going through almost like, and again, this is very like a loose interpretation. Like it doesn't have to be the most extreme. Something that feels like almost like a spiritual awakening of yourself, like some deeper knowing of who you are in like a more abstract, like spiritual way, which is really beautiful. This is also a card of judgment, of karma, good karma, bad karma. This looks all good. So this tells me that you live in right, living in your life's purpose, being tolerant of other people, leading from your heart space. Such good karma. Such good karma. And if you're like, Stefan, are you sure? Like, how do you know? Because after that card, the fucking world card came out after the card of karma. This is the card of like reaping rewards. Another card of cycle. Wow. This is crazy. Your reading started with ending and beginning a cycle, and it ended with a cycle card. This is insane, Joanna. Your pop-up was perfectly timed. There's no coincidences here. This is crazy. And again, one thing that's really interesting too is you have all this beautiful energy of confidence, work, focus, like living in your true like water energy. This is the card of money, reaping rewards. Like this is the card of serious, like successful completion of like anything, reaping financial rewards. I mean, hell, if we're gonna see a card to end with after you kind of committing, this is the card, Joanna. This is the card. This means it's so clearly gonna pay off. This is really beautiful. I love this reading. It's like this really complex timeline, like really complex timeline of things unfolding for you, as long as you do right by yourself and you don't get distracted. That's really important. This is beautiful. This is what it's ending on for you, my friend. Me too. It's your master number. I am too. I think it's 11 and it breaks. Actually, technically mine is 22, my life path number. But they're dangerous too. We have life path numbers have the like the most significant opportunity to make the biggest impact on the world, but we also have the biggest opportunity to completely miss our life purpose and be really like unfulfilled. But I feels like I'm on mine. I guess we'll find out soon, but beautiful energy. Let's get one more. What does Joanna need to know about her like superpowers? Um her what's her untapped in skills and strength that she has within herself that she can really harness and channel in every aspect of her life with career and love. I like doing these messages, Joanna. It's just something that we've always inherently had within us. It's like a strength that we were kind of imbued with that we haven't really fully recognized, or maybe we felt glimpses of at a time, and like we've seen it, what the power of it, but we haven't really fully stepped into it. And by doing that, like entrusting in that power, it helps us really like it's a catalyst for good things happening in our life. I know easier said than done, but I truly, truly believe that. It's something, if you're not going to commit to anything, guys, commit to your strength. Like commit to your, because we all have them. We're all born with some things that we're great at. Um, one more. Love it. Okay. Queen of Swords, your hidden strength. I actually like this kind of with the King of Cups, what I was saying. That's actually really interesting that came out. Um, you know, I know that you naturally want to be everybody's, like you want to be there for people in a meaningful way, which is beautiful. I mean, that's good karma on its own, with no expectation of getting back. Um, the your strength that you may not always acknowledge about yourself, but not so much that I don't think you trust it enough or tap into it. You kind of put it on the back burner sometimes with people, and you're really going to need to step into it too, especially the more you're pursuing this goal of yours. Is your like your discernment of others, um, and like taking a moment to again keep both feet on the ground and just be super grounded when um you're feeling people out, being able and to not hear what you want to hear, or see what you want to see, but see things for as they actually are with people. um it also tells me that you're somebody who gives people a lot of chances, which I really love. Like the queen's hands always extended out. I mean, she's been through so much stuff in her life, like been betrayed by people she loved, like just every type of trauma you can imagine, like the most trauma out of any of the queens, but it hasn't like hardened her or made her cynical. It just kind of made her, um, it's made her just a lot more discerning, and she uses them as lessons. Um, but she is so open to receiving people still, which you're gonna have to do. But you're gonna have to have your intuitive marker on constantly with people and situations, and you need to always make sure that you're not trying to placate people, and like tiptoe around hurting their feelings. You need to always be like speaking your truth and be blunt with people, always, like not in never from a place of your ego, like never to hurt people, but you always need to be forthright with how you feel, and like be able to set boundaries like verbally and clearly with people in like a healthy productive way that they can understand. um you also do well when your back is against the wall, which is funny. That's like a really cute quality to have. Like you do your best work when like your like proverbial like hands feel tied. That's really funny. You also have really good energy of if you channel it properly, and um, this is kind of I'm picking this up as more of like a future, like a real future strength, kind of like the pinnacle of what you could do if you get yourself right. Because we can't, guys, we can't be a service to anybody till we heal and work on ourselves and look at our own wounds and like the uncomfortable truths about who we are in relationships, like the shitty stuff about us that we all have that makes us imperfect. Once you kind of really face that stuff in a healthy way and you heal, and you can like clearly speak from like a place of logic and truth and kind of balance, like the head heart thing, um you could really be like a value to others, not just as somebody that they go to like talk to and like when they're bumming out, or like, you know, when their boyfriend breaks up with them, almost as like a teacher, like somebody that could teach others the ways um of what you and I do, you know, try to be there as a guide for people, shine the light, shine the light on all the uncomfortable shit, you know. Which is why I'm here too. You know, it's not fun being blunt with some people. Like I actually felt really bad. I mean, I know Pam, I know you were here. It's not easy. Like that poor girl Liz who was in that horrible relationship. It's not easy to be honest with people, but you try to do it from a place of compassion and understanding. And if you're not sure about how to guide somebody, don't give them advice. That's really important. It's okay to say you're not sure. Um, People who have a strong voice, they need to be really careful about how they use it because people listen to it. People hang on your words. So you need to be very thoughtful about the advice you give people always. Um, but yeah, beautiful reading. Really beautiful reading. I loved it. And it's so great to meet you. We hope to see you back here. I'm so glad that you found the show. I really am. Yeah. Well, just like with any job, you know, there's a ton of people with a ton of potential, and some of them like are really beautiful people, and some of them use it for the wrong reasons, and that goes for tarot too. And I've seen them. There's quite a few of them. And that's our job to be discerning of that and to not entertain it, because a lot of things in tarot are not helpful that we see. I hate to say that, but you guys all know. Like finding out how your toxic ex feels about you after 2 years when you know that's not the person for you. That's not helpful. It's kind of self-serving. um you know, that's not helping us move forward on our life path. um so love you, Pam. Thank you. Well, you're my muse, Pam, you know that. Okay, everybody, I need to call it. I think this is a new personal best. I think we're at 6 hours. We did do a part one. God, everybody's gonna be so disappointed who clicks on this video. I have to change the title because it says all signs, but we really didn't. We just did all people. We didn't do any signs. We did the air signs, and then we just did lots of chat questions, um, and phone calls. But it was really fun. I like these better. Everybody else on YouTube does all signs. So, okay, everybody. I hope you guys have a great night. And look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday. For the next live show. If you want a private reading, just reach out to me through email or Instagram. And yeah, it was great to see everybody. My readings are always free. If anybody wants to leave a donation, there's links in the video description. And yeah, good night, everybody. Good night, Pam. Good night, Christy, and everybody else who's watching. So, and thanks again, Johanna. I guess on paper, like usually like around 5. Um, Sometimes it's a little bit up and down, but yeah, usually around 5. And I'm in New York. All right, thanks, Pam. All right, love you guys. Okay, everybody, have a great night, great Saturday.